What's up, guys? I'm back with a new video. This video is going to be a bit different than all my other ones, than my workout videos and my vlogs. This is just more of a story type. Hopefully you guys enjoy it and like it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know. But today's topic, or today's video that I want to talk about, is COVID-19. As we all know, that's the big pandemic that's happening right now. It's affected a lot of people, not just here in the US or in my state, but worldwide. And as we know, travel shut down, people have lost their jobs to it, and people have lost family members and lives. It's really big. But what I want to talk about today is how it affected my life. If you guys don't know, or maybe you guys do know, I was affected by it because I myself had COVID-19. It was something crazy that kind of happened, and it's just one huge curveball that life threw at me for 2020. But I just want to tell you guys more about that today. When I first got sick, I remember it was a Friday. I got up, had a stuffy nose. I was thinking seasonal allergies, nothing big, whatever. I'm gonna go to work, I'll be fine. Because in the past I felt that way. I felt like I've gotten sick, but I get over it right away. But it just turns out it's allergies. My nose is stuffy, I take some allergy pills and it goes away. But like I said, I went to work. I was there, I went through my day. I remember I went out and got lunch that day. I remember I went, and the last thing I ate before I got sick was KFC. I went out there. Well, I didn't go out there. I had it delivered to me. I DoorDashed it. I got it. I ate it. And then the second half of my day, I started feeling sick. I started getting a fever. I just wasn't feeling myself. I was just wasn't feeling like myself. And in my head, I was thinking, oh, great. You know, Colonel Sanders, you messed me up. I was thinking, I'm getting sick because of the KFC. And the funny thing about it is I started feeling bad, but I didn't start feeling real bad to the point where I needed to go home, not until the end of the day. So I was able to work the rest of my day. On my drive home, I started developing a fever. I felt warm. I got home, I checked my temperature, and sure enough, I had a high fever. Well, I believe it was 101 point something. It was already a fever. I took a shower, I took some Tylenol, I went to sleep, and I kept myself in my room, self-isolated in my room. I didn't know I had it yet, but I just wanted to play it safe. So I stayed in my room all weekend long. That Monday, I called in sick because I felt good to go back to work, but I wanted to give myself another day of rest to recuperate and feel better. So I called in sick, and I had a doctor's appointment coming up soon, and I know a lot of places weren't taking in patients, so I called in the clinic. I called them and I let them know what was going on. I told them I have a doctor's appointment coming up soon. I've been sick, I've had a fever. I told them what I had, and I asked them, what is it that you want me to do? They told me, you know what, we'll reschedule your doctor's appointment, but it seems a bit suspicious of your symptoms. We want you to come in as a walk-in. So sure enough, I did that. I went down to the clinic. I sat there. It was pretty crazy. They had a tent outside, which they put me in the tent, and then when I went in that tent, the doctor there had but they had a hazmat suit, face mask, and everything. I don't know, it felt like something out of a movie. I started talking to the doctor. I told him my symptoms. At that point, I had a fever. I had developed a cough because I was coughing, and they weren't too sure, so they wanted to play it safe. They decided to do the test on me, the COVID-19 test. It wasn't fun at all. I'll tell you that right now. It sucked. I wasn't really feeling it. Pretty much what it is, it's this long Q-tip that they grab and they put it up your nose, and it goes all the way to like the back of your nose. When they first do the test, as soon as they stick the Q-tip in there, at least my first reaction was to jerk my head back, because you don't want to feel uncomfortable. I did that. They put the Q-tip up my nose. I jerked back, but then because I jerked back, they couldn't go all the way, so they had to shove the Q-tip further in, and it was horrible. And they pulled it out, and I thought, all right, cool, I'm done. But then the doctor looks at me and says, oh no, we got to do the other nostril, and I'm like, great. But they did that test. They did both nostrils. They sent me home, but they told me to take 2 weeks off. They gave me my 2 weeks off to get better, and that they'd call me back with the results. About 2 to 3 days later, they gave me a call back from the clinic, and that's when they told me, they broke the news to me. They told me, hey, you got COVID-19. They told me just to self-isolate, stay calm. They told me if my symptoms got worse than what I was, or if I got more sick, to go to the hospital. And that was it, and that the health department would contact me. As soon as that happened, after I got off the phone with the doctor, I called work. I let them know, hey, I got my test results back. I tested positive for COVID-19, and they pretty much told me the same thing, just to take it easy. After that, it was just different, because I was just chilling. I was a bit scared, I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit scared because I didn't know how it was gonna go down, what was gonna happen. I was watching the news, hearing things on the news and reading things online, how deadly it was, how bad it hit China. And in my head, I was thinking, is that gonna happen to me? Am I gonna end up in the hospital? How bad is it gonna be? So I had that fear, but at the same time, I was keeping calm. After that happened, and I let work know. It was funny because after that, word gets around that you're sick, and that you're staying home, and the attention I got, it was something different. I started getting calls, texts, people asking me, hey, are you sick? Or I hope you feel better. I heard you were sick, and getting calls and all that attention. It was different for me, because I went from only bill collectors calling me to everyone else calling me. So it was something different. I appreciate those calls and the concern of people. I really do appreciate it, and thank you. And those phone calls meant a lot. You're in your room by yourself, self-isolated. You start going crazy after a while, and you just start bugging out. But those calls really meant a lot to me. At the same time that I got sick, my mom also got sick, and she got sick. And I'll tell you this right now. The way it hit me and affected me, I think it was very minimal the way it did. I just had a fever, and I developed a cough. My cough wasn't really bad. It was bad, but it wasn't major. It was nothing crazy. I wasn't affected how the news and the media said it was going to affect me. So that's why I thank God that it didn't. But at the same time, it affected my mom way different. It affected her. It hit her more hard. It hit her harder. It affected her more. She's older than me. She has other underlying conditions, so it hit her harder. She wasn't feeling good. She wasn't eating. She wasn't drinking liquids. She was running fevers for so long. It got scary because we didn't know what was gonna happen. It was pretty much looking like the media said it was gonna be, and we were all scared. But again, I thank God it was just that, and she got better, and she recovered from it. So yeah, with that being said, that's what happened. That's what's happened to me during this time of quarantine, and how it affected me and affected my family. I'm happy to say right now that I'm feeling great. I completely recovered from it. My mom's completely recovered. She's feeling better. I'm feeling better. No one else in my house got affected, or they didn't develop COVID. So that's a really good thing, and I thank God for that. Also, I just want to take this time also to say a special thank you to the people that helped out, that helped us, and that kept my family in their thoughts and prayers. There's a lot of people that helped, but these are some people that I could think of. If I don't mention you, sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't mention you. Just don't take it personal, because it's just quite a bit of people, and these are some people that I could remember off the top of my head. First off, I want to say special thanks to my friends, Sam and Andrew. They were, throughout the whole time, they were constantly calling me, messaging me, FaceTiming me. They're always keeping in contact, seeing how I was doing, and I just want to say thanks to them. Also, a family friend of ours, Emilio and Chela, they were constantly bringing us food, groceries. They were calling us, checking in, asking if we needed anything. Also, there's some members of my local church that I attend that helped us out. And were a real blessing to us. Sister and Brother Limon, Brother Limon was bringing us groceries and supplies. Sister Limon was calling and sending food. Someone else that I want to say thank you to was Sister Yolanda Almanza. She was helping us out in this time when we couldn't go anywhere, and the way she helped us out was a couple occasions in this whole time that none of us could go out. She bought us dinner. She bought dinner for the family, and that gesture went a long way. Since we couldn't really go out, we weren't really eating anything. Sometimes we want to eat something out or eat a special dinner, and she paid for our dinner on multiple occasions, and I want to say thank you for that. Also, Brother Hugo and Sister Nudi, they again were also helping us out by bringing us supplies, whatever we needed, bringing Tylenol. Also, Sister Nudi she made us masks to cover up, so when we did have to go out, we were covered up. Sister Rosa, Sister Pufania, Brother Ricardo, Sister Angie, Sister Lupe, Brother Armando and his family, they were all blessings in our lives. They brought us. We never had to worry about groceries throughout this whole time, because we really couldn't go out. As soon as we were running low on groceries, we never had to call, because as soon as we were running out and running low, that afternoon or the very next morning, we would get a knock on the door, and it'd be someone else that brought us something, someone from the church. So thank you very much to the members of the church that helped us out. Also, these are special calls and thoughts and prayers and people that checked up on us. Also, Bishop Valdez called my dad. He talked to me. He kept us in our prayers. Pastor Orona, my local pastor, called, checked in with us. Also, Pastor Sam Almanza from, I want to say Madera. That's where his church is at. He was in constant contact with my dad, keeping us in prayer, having his congregation pray for us, fast for us to get better. Also, the English pastor here at my local church, Pastor Abel Barbara, he was in constant contact with me as well, checking in every 2 to 3 days, asking how everything was going. And also Pastor Rudy Castro from Santa Rosa, he was in constant contact with my dad again, just making sure that we were all right, telling us that he was going to be praying for us, that he had his congregation praying for us and fasting for us to get better. And not just that, but also giving us words of encouragement. All these men all these pastors, bishops. They gave us those words of encouragement and words to help us to keep moving forward, to not give up. Last but not least, I saved the best for last that I wanted to give a special thank you to, and that is members of our family. My brother and sister-in-law Jose and Bridget, thank you very much again for going out and bringing us supplies and always being ready to, at a moment's notice, to bring us stuff and just to check in on us. So I want to say thank you to my tia Olivia for sending food, dinner, again, just doing what you could do. My cousin China, she told us multiple times, just give me a call, give us a call if you need anything. And when we would call, it just wasn't one of those things that people say that, hey, just give me a call, but don't mean it. With my family and everybody that I'm thanking, they really did mean it. My tia Lydia, that would bring supplies as well, and also my tia Seves. It was, just want to say thank you, and thanks to my family members that helped out. Again, this was a pretty big list, kind of hard for me to remember, but if I did miss you, I really do apologize. I'm sorry that I didn't mention you. Hopefully you guys don't take it the wrong way. But I just want to say thanks, because it could have been a lot worse than what we went through. And again, I thank God it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as it could be. Again, I just want to remind you guys all, let's keep our heads up, let's keep moving forward. We're already at the tail end of this pandemic here in the US, so I feel like we could see the light at the end of the tunnel. So let's be safe and let's keep moving forward. God bless, guys. If you guys like this video, like, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.